Hello there, I'm Daz. In this video I'd like to discuss and also demonstrate some methods for obtaining silver ingots and silver ore. So I'm actually starting this video at Karthwasten, as a rather nice location for obtaining large quantities of silver. You can get here by travelling from Markarth, past Salvius Farm, Kolskegger Mine, Blind Cliff Cave, and pretty soon after that you should see the compass marker for Karthwasten. So before I actually explore this place, I'd like to just mention some other locations that might suit particular play styles. So for players who are not averse to using magic, one good method of obtaining silver ore would be to travel to Halted Stream Camp. This is a level 6 to 10 area, so it shouldn't pose too many problems for low level characters. At this place you can find a spell tome called Transmute Mineral Ore, which will allow the player to transform simple iron ore into either silver or gold ore. Now there are 16 iron ore veins at Altered Stream Camp, so that should get you well on the way to having a nice stockpile of silver. Also, if you don't mind theft as a means of obtaining silver, if you travel to Dragonsreach and enter the Jaarl's quarters, in the Jaarl's study you can find 6 silver ingots. Also in Rongar's bedroom there are another 2 silver ingots that you can steal. Now in the literature it mentions that there are 12 silver ingots in Dragonsreach. I could only locate those 9, so if anyone does check out this place and does manage to find all 12, please let me know in the comments, because I found it quite frustrating actually that I couldn't find the other 3. Also, for people wishing to acquire silver ingots through regular exploration, you can find a good collection in Forsaken Cave. Now there is a major side quest related to this location, which can be picked up by speaking to the alchemist in Windhelm. The quest is called the White File, but even without taking on that side quest you can explore the vast majority of Forsaken Cave, and there are 8 silver ingots in the final room just before you transition into the Forsaken Crypt area of the dungeon. Now there are some other silver and gold ingots scattered around in Forsaken Cave, but I can't remember precisely where those are. But as I say, there are 8 altogether in the final room just before you transition into Forsaken Crypt. Okay, so now we can deal with Karthwasten. And there are 2 mines at this place which I'll talk about in just a moment. Now for players who don't mind stealing, here we have Karthwasten Hall. This door did have a novice level lock which I picked earlier, so hopefully I'll be able to enter here without setting off any aggro. And I'll point out the 5 silver ingots that can be stolen. And here they are on this table right here. So I'll get out before people start complaining. And in the next house along, which is Enman's house, I think it's called. Damn. I'm going to need to pick this one again. Yeah, we can find 5 more silver ingots right there. Also 3 loose silver ore. Now I'm going to head up to the smaller of the 2 mines at this place. I'm not going to enter the mine, but this is called Fens Gulch Mine. There is 1 silver ore vein in there, which will yield 3 silver ore. And beside this smelter, we have 2 silver ingots that we can take, and also 1 silver ore. So I'll pick those up, as I'm running a honest character that is not stealing. Now I'm heading up to Sanarak mine. There is a miscellaneous objective connected to this place, and it's actually spelled differently on the quest log. It is spelled Sanarak mine. We need to convince Attar to leave the mine. So just before we enter there, I will point out we have 3 more silver ore right here which can be taken. So regardless of how you wish to complete this miscellaneous objective, whether you wish to negotiate with Attar or engage in combat, it's immaterial. You'll still be able to explore this place freely and work the ore veins. There are 7 silver ore veins in Sanarak mine. I'll just confirm the spelling of that, you see. Yeah, there are 7 silver ore veins in here. And if I take up this pick, I'll just demonstrate that it is perfectly fine to work these ore veins.
We're in control of this mine. No sudden moves.
So you'll see we have to tolerate these tough guys trying to be menacing, but they will not be openly hostile. So there we are, folks. I hope this video has been useful and you managed to come away from this place with a lovely stockpile of silver. By the way, the entirety of Karthwasten respawns after 10 days, so that will include the outdoor areas, both of the mines and the homes as well. So you can always come back and pick up some more. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.